Are you braced for the mega quake?
Oh god,
the mega quake that's coming.
Mega quake.
Yeah, that's gonna happen
Trough.
soon.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to a couple of friends, and they were like, "Yes, I've stocked up on toilet paper and tissues," and I'm like,
They've learned from
things to worry about.
They've learned from COVID, obviously.
I've stocked up on camembert. Fridge is full.
Wait, you do that normally?
Yeah. That's just your normal fridge.
It's like double it.
I'm actually one of the things I've been working on this year is earthquake documentary. I've been I'm working with a production company on. I'm doing a big serious thing. And it was about this mega earthquake
that is now
scheduled. And that's now happening. I'm like, oh fuck, we've got to get out quicker now.
Yeah,
because it could well happen soon.
Well, it says what was it again? It's like 80 to 90% chance in the next 20, 30 years, something like that.
I mean,
No, didn't they say something was going to happen within like a month? There was like because of the.
It may or may not, but
I hope
with the 2011. Do you remember the 2011 super huge Tohoku earthquake tsunami?
Yeah, you felt that one, right?
I wasn't here.
Oh,
that was 1 year.
Missed out.
Oh, you missed out on
the
that.
book chapter on that. You could have
Chapter 3, shaking.
Oh,
God, imagine all the content you could have made.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, bro.
But before the 9.1 magnitude earthquake in 2011, there was a magnitude 7 earthquake that went under the radar a little bit a few weeks or months beforehand.
Right.
And they kind of think like, we should have maybe taken that a bit more seriously. And I think that is now why they're taking this one more seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Tokyo gets shaken, it's game over.
Well, Tokyo isn't, direct. It's next to the Nankai Trough. The Nankai Trough is more focused on Shikoku, Osaka, Kochi, that sort of.
It kind of extends
Japan.
up to Shizuoka.
Well,
It was still affected.
Kobe got absolutely ruined.
Because the earthquake was like directly underneath Kobe.
Yeah.
So but I've been working on a documentary on this because I think nobody really knows what to do when there's an earthquake in Japan. There's a lot of naivety, and especially with 30 million tourists coming this year. They don't know what to do if an earthquake hits. Hell, I don't really know what to do.
Do you know what to do? Do you know what to do?
Do I know what to do?
Yeah.
Go on TikTok and watch people. Have you heard there's an earthquake in Japan that's coming?
Go under the door frame and hope for the best.
Top 10 earthquake hacks.
Top 10 evacuation spots in Japan.
Why is nobody talking about
Number 1, Mega Donkey.
They fill a bathtub.
Nobody's talking about the Nankai Trough. So you get on the table. If there's an earthquake in here now, we'd get under the table. We'd take the wine.
Yeah.
You don't want that spilled.
That goes
Room
first.
for us here.
Well, you could wait outside. You're young.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Save the elderly.
Yeah, you're the youngest.
The young, you don't need those.
Wait, no, I should be the one who survives.
Nah.
Do.
Well, who's the oldest here?
I think you're the oldest.
Fuck.
How old are you?
34?
Fucking hell,
You're 34.
Yeah, I think you're like a month older than me, right?
That doesn't matter. Well, fucking Saishogu junkie who goes on the table. Rock, paper, scissors this shit. But no, so I think there's a genuine... I've seen people cancel hotels, trips to Japan over this at the moment because when it's like, we're going to Japan, the mega quake, I think I'll just stay home that week. You know, you don't want to be
within
here
the next 20 years, though.
But like, I never took earthquakes that seriously, right? Because you experience a lot in North Japan. There's a lot more up there, and you'd be like, the table's shaking. And then in 2022, I experienced the magnitude 7.2.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to die. The whole fucking building. The Charlotte's tea collection came down. It's like, not the tea. And there's crockery smashing. The studio got fucked, water leaking. That was really unsettling because like usually earthquakes, you sort of start slowly and it builds up. That one, the chair just went like that. I was sitting down, the chair just went up. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
The worst is the fucking alarm.
And the alarm. Well, you hear it the other day, right?
Yeah, we heard it the other day.
I was in a restaurant with Ian. And he's like, okay, mate, we're going to die now. And I'm like,
it's like you brace yourself and you like wait for like that first hit. And then you're like, seems okay. I don't think I need to panic just yet.
And then boom!
Whoop. Earthquake.
It's one of the most traumatic sounds to hear in Japan.
You just see this like graphic of a tsunami taking over a building on my phone. That's all I saw. It was the big triangle of a building falling to a tsunami. I was like, guess I'll die.
Yeah, it's scary. We take it for granted.
And then my internet went out. God, that was scarier than the thing. My internet went out for like 20 minutes.
It's worse than the apocalypse, isn't it? Connor without internet. Took you to a ryokan this year.
Oh, fuck off.
With no internet, and he nearly went
No,
berserk. He nearly it was like The Shining.
Again,
you know when he ends up in the
classic Chris
hotel.
move. Not telling me anything. He particularly
throwing the ball.
on purpose.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me anything, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what are we doing? Just tell me what we're doing. I can't tell you.
Don't do that.
And then he was like 20 minutes before, he's like, all right, Connor, really fun. We're going to a place with no internet. Bear in mind, the next day...
Or no electricity.
Yeah, I have to release the suit video. And I'm literally in the middle of talking with them about what time we're going to release the suit, all this and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to do this right now. I can't go to a place with no internet. I got to sort this out. This video's going live tomorrow. And Chris was like, we're going to a place with no internet. And I was like, what?
There was no electricity, full stop.
Nothing,
right?
nothing.
Yeah.
And so
Powered
we
by
got
lamps.
there, and I was like, maybe there'll be some signal. No signal at all, 'cause you're in a valley.
Yeah.
No signal, no Wi-Fi, nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, well,
amazing,
fuck,
really,
I'm
yeah.
fucked. I
Very
got to
nice.
release this
That
video
sounds like an
tomorrow.
awesome experience.
But both Paul, the cameraman, and I think we both agree we think about that place a lot. It was so nice.
To preface, I enjoyed
I
it.
missed a young.
I
I need
know.
to.
Yeah.
I want to
lose my
preface, I
sense.
had a lot of fun. It was just a shame that you literally did it on the one day where I really needed to be available.
Yeah, and then we got out of there, and you went, "Oh, it's tomorrow." I remember vividly. You went, oh, it's actually tomorrow. No problem.
No, I still had to talk to them
Oh,
about
right,
it. So I still had to pick up about it.
But it was so nice. Everyone in the world now wakes up and they look at their phone and they doom scroll X or the fuck it's called these days about how shit everything is and how everyone's awful. And then, I hate humanity. It's rubbish. That morning I woke up and I heard the birds in the
No, you
trees.
didn't. No, you didn't.
I heard
No.
someone going, "Oh!" I heard the sound of the babbling brook, the wind in the trees.
no,
It was
that's-
like,
this
this is fucking magical.
This is a classic YouTube propaganda. This
Watch
is
the
not
video.
what happened.
You watch the video. It's so nice.
First of all, here's what happened. 2 minutes in, right, he needs to do some YouTube bit where he talks about it. He pulls out his phone to Google something about the place. He's like,
No internet.
he's like, so it's a ryokan. In the trees. It's like the broader Japan Empire crumbles so quickly without Google to quickly preface.
Oh my God.
So he knows nothing about this place. We get there and he's like, there's a lamp and a gift store. And you're like, oh great. Oh, it's so good. And then he's like, no, it's the best thing ever. It's got an iconic outdoor ryokan and waterfall.
Yeah.
So we go. I'm like, all right, sure. At least we can do that. So we go in, and it's all mixed gendered as well.
Yeah.
So we go in, and we go into this outdoor ryokan, and it doesn't look bad, but you can't see the waterfall. It's like blocked for some reason. And then we take one step in this outdoor onsen, and it's at best like room temperature water. And then you take one step in, and you pick like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cum of slime. It's just covered in moss. It's absolutely coated in moss.
It was like a filthy puddle.
And it's like a layer of oil and slime. And moss. So you can't even like
horrible.
sit down in it. So you're kind of like a little chicken. You got your feet in and your butt like kind of in. You're freezing. It's lukewarm. You're like, this is shit. This is so shit. And he's trying to film it, be like, this is outdoor. I'm like, no, this is bollocks. This is the worst rock kind of ever
The
been
indoor
to.
one was nice. The indoor.
And we go to the indoor one. It was okay. It was good. And then there was a mixed sex one, which looked like just some kind of goon cave. It looked awful. It was a mixed sex onset. And it looked like a cave hidden. It was not good. But, to be fair, and then, the worst part about the thing was, the whole worst part about this is that they said there was an alarm attached to the light. So you couldn't turn off the lamp, the oil lamp. There was no alarm attached to this lamp, to preface, because it was just a lamp that burned oil.
You smashed your head against it, didn't
And I
you?
kept smashing my head against it because the room was so small and it was literally like this height
Right.
when I stand up. So I kept smashing my head against the thing. You couldn't turn it off.
Clumsily.
You had a kerosene heater that you had to leave on. Otherwise you would freeze to death because you were in the valley. But you had to turn it off while you sleep. So I went to bed with 4 layers of, because it was a ryokan, right? So it was just me in the room. But I had all of the futons.
What is it with you and freezing to death while you
don't
sleep?
know.
Paul and I had a lovely night.
No, you did not. No, you did not. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, you know why? He had a lovely night. I know why. So I got given the scenic view where 2 sides of my walls were basically like touching outside.
Okay.
Whereas he only had one, like the window, one side. So I had 2 walls, paper thin walls that were against the outdoors. So I was fucking freezing. And so
You wanted that room.
the moment the kerosene heater, I turned it off. right? My room already stunk of kerosene. Absolutely vile
It does smell quite bad.
Yeah.
Vile smell. If you don't like the smell of oil burning, you're fucked.
I kind of love the kerosene heaters.
You're gonna like this place.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah.
It's good, but
He's
it's a bit
smart.
much.
Yeah.
It is.
Gaunt's
even for
gonna
me.
love it.
I like kerosene
It
smell. but that was
feels
a bit
like
much.
nostalgic, you know? Yeah.
Yeah,
nostalgic.
The good old days.
The good old days.
Something being snuffed out of existence. A truly nostalgic experience. Anyway, so
It's not carbon monoxide.
well, may as well have been. So I have 4 layers on me, right? And it's like -7 or 8, I think,
Right.
during the night. So, but obviously the heater turns off, and everyone has to turn off their heater.
Yeah.
So I woke up, and I was like fucking freezing with like 4 layers. And there was like frost on a little bit of my blanket. I was like, this is fucked. This is so fucked. And I'm like dying. And I'm like,
Put the heater on then, you know.
the whole night, I had to, but it takes a while to heat up. The whole night I could hear the walls vibrating because they're paper.
Right.
And it's his fucking snoring. He's snoring so loudly that the wall is vibrating.
Yeah, I've definitely experienced that.
And so then we go to, but to be fair, I will admit, the dinner and breakfast was phenomenal.
Oh,
And then the
glad
guy
you like
came
something.
out. The guy came out like the menu and did like this is a fish that I caught, and everyone was sitting there like a cult, like waiting for him to finish, just so we could eat. It was good though. It was good.
Damn.
It was good.
What's the nicest place you've stayed
but it
in
was
Japan?
fun. I will say it was fun.
The
was
nicest
good.
place I've stayed in Japan?
Trying to
Trying
think.
Is there a place you go back to and think about? Like, I think about that place a lot.
It was fun though. I will
Mainly
admit.
for his-
Yeah.
mainly for his misery and the joy it brought me.
But I think if we'd have brought, we should have, because you brought a bag of snacks. I think if we'd have brought a couple more beers, we brought some cards or something. It would have
It's
been
all
a
about
really
the
good-
beers.
It would
It's
have
all
been a really
about-
good night because we could have just played cards and
Just get sloshed.
Yeah.
It just felt like, as you said in the video, like if there was like the end of the world,
you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. It's
No
so weird.
electricity. Just one payphone, right?
I mean, I think there's a certain charm to that. Just
really is,
cutting
yeah.
yourself off from the world.
Detoxing from the
I
world.
can't
Yeah.
think of any other place in Japan that has that. You know, even
Yeah.
on Mount Fuji on the cabin, 3,000 meters up, right? People have got their phones and reception. Nowhere else in Japan I've gone has that level of like escapism. And I won't-
Escapism.
I call it beauty and escapism. He calls it torture.
Yeah.
One man's escapism and there's another man's downfall.
It was good, and it was very cheap. I was like, how
It
much
was like
was it?
$50.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on the video that's coming out with me and you?
10,000.
He spent 10.
No, £10,000.
10. So what?
Holy shit.
$15,000
To do what?
So I spend like
Uh,
100 quid.
Actually, it should be out by the time this is out. We you can rent an entire castle.
Oh.
And you can get a whole samurai lord experience.
Oh, okay.
So they had like gun salutes and dudes playing the drum. And we got to wear full samurai armor. And then we had a butler 24/7. He was really good. That was the best butler I've ever
That
had.
was brilliant. So I spent about
Out of all the
100.
butlers I've had, this
Yeah.
one was the
I
best.
spent
I had like two.
$100 on your
Yeah, you did
magical
fucking-
retreat. He spent
Sure.
$15,000.
And my video's going to do worse too, for sure.
Probably.
It's just bastard.
Probably.
It was a really fun video though. We got a lot of fun.
Well, you spent $15,000 to just get pampered and just.
Well, we stayed in the castle. You got to sleep, and the best part
played
about
the
it-
Shogun.
we basically did Shogun. And
Yeah.
the best part about it was that we got
John Blackthorne himself.
we in the castle before we went to bed. We got before the meal. We got a private dance.
That sounds
And,
really sounds a lot better than
It is Shogun then.
Where
It was a human dog.
It was a Shinto like Buddhist dance. But the best part about this dance is that halfway through the show, they'd be like, they would like drag you to dance, and so I got to see Chris awkwardly dance with these Shinto like this like.
That's definitely worth 15K.
Yeah,
It was so worth it because he looked so out of touch, and he was like, "Spin, spin," and it was like spinning around. It's so funny.
It's like Peep Show when he's doing the rainbow rhythms. And he's like,
And yeah, it was very funny. It was very good.
it'll be
Nice.
$15,000.
I'm not gonna
$15,000.
bring it back, but it was a really fun video.
And then Joey's like messaging me every once in a blue moon. He's like, "How would you like to try a bucket of sushi, mate?" And fucking
Hey,
dragged
that
me
video
off
did well.
to eat some sushi.
Yeah.
He's like another food fighter.
Yeah.
Interesting how the food fighters in Japan are girls and they're like 4 foot.
Yeah, they're the tiniest people alive. I don't
It's
know
magic.
how they do
when
it.
I had my one,
when
I had my one.
I did a food fighting video, and we had a food fighter,
Yeah.
and he didn't do it, and he was really upset about
You didn't do it.
He couldn't finish it.
That's rubbish.
He was, and he was really upset about it. But then Mudan messaged me, and he was like, "Hey man, I gotta stop editing this video." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "The noises he's making while he's eating is making me sick." I was like,
Did
"What?"
that video come out?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
When?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
years ago,
Oh,
2 years ago. It was vile. It was like okonomiyaki that was been like soggiest okonomiyaki with fried chicken.
Oh, fucking hell.
It was not good.
I met 3 food fighters. They're always Japanese women, late 20s, 4'2".
Yeah.
And they're magic.
Yeah, and
Because they eat everything. And
Yeah.
they stand up and they go, they dance around. Like,
well, the one that we did
the food magically goes
well, the
into
one that
their
we did
stomach.
a video with, she didn't even do that. She was
so
seated the
powerful.
whole time. And
She beat me, you, and Pete, right?
yeah, we
She out-ate us.
We ate 72 between the 3 of us plates of sushi. She ate 80.
Oh my
I
god.
was
And-
so angry. It was so
Yeah.
close.
No,
And,
I
was
and on
actually-
top of that, she was eating like ice creams and fruit that didn't count towards the total. She was just
She
like,
just
yeah.
wanted to. She
Yeah,
just
like,
wanted
I
to.
just feel like
I'm just craving it.
No,
yeah.
I'd
Same.
solo. I'd solo.
You're
that's
gonna
it.
win.
Yeah.
I'd solo.
That's your next video.
But it was disappointing. I was a point where I genuinely thought we were going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take this.
She was
And then
playing
she
us the
destroyed
whole
us.
time. Yeah.
Fuck.
My rate for drinking alcohol has just like lowered year by year now. So I probably drink maybe like once or twice a month at this rate. Which is
Damn.
I know.
Getting healthy, man.
I know,
Getting
but
healthy.
at the same time, when I do drink, I get sloshed.
You want some more wine?
Yeah, right.
Damn, I've been drinking less actually. You want
Yeah.
some more wine? Yeah, buff.
Yeah, fucking.
Well, go big or go home.
I'm not gonna say no. I was just saying, like, I've been drinking less and less.
Yeah, I came in on a Joey monologue being like, I've actually been drinking less and less and I've been getting more healthy. And I'm like, damn, good for you, bro. You want more wine? And he was like, fuck yeah, man.
I'm not gonna say no to that.
Melee, who's polished this off?
Uh,
You haven't even touched yours.
I
oh,
haven't
but this is
either.
my
Yeah.
third glass. You
Fucking
can't.
Pussy Boy Club. Get your clear,
Pussy
strong
Boy Club.
zero.
What is it? Is this strong zero?
Drink it.
It's
We're down
basically
the-
strong zero.
It's basically,
So
it's
we're going to record some Patreon stuff after this. So if you want to watch
Yeah.
that with us slightly drunk, you can go
Slightly
watch
drunk
those.
if you drink
slightly
it.
drunk. You ready for Trivial Pursuit?
I think I only want to do it if you all drink this.
We'll drink it.
What?
during-
We'll drink it. We'll
It'll
drink it
be the
during.
most incredible Trivial Pursuit.
We got
you've ever had.
like fucking.
Oh, fuck it. What's
Oh.
the capital of Zimbabwe? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Got it.
A little bit of Robert McDonald.
Oh, God.